obviously I had Wharton in the first half. I had a little few bits with him. And then I think it was like 5 minutes into the second half and he passed one out of play and I went, oh. I was like, Tuchel won't be happy. And I'm giving it that one. And I can't remember when it was. And I can't remember what I said. Something like, I said, I hope Tuchel's not watching this because I'll be going World Cup instead.
Hey guys, welcome back to More Than a Match with myself, Damani, and RH.
This one's the one. This one's the one I'm looking forward to the most. Everyone's like, oh, well, RH, Dawson, is he your mate and all this? Yeah, he is my mate. And he's here in the studio and we've got him, haven't we?
Yeah, we have got him. Everyone's seen his face for the last, 2 weeks? All over social media, everywhere.
Rumour has it you're having autographs and signing things. Is that true?
Yeah. The last 2 weeks, yeah, it's been hectic.
He doesn't know how to deal with it.
Is he not?
Yeah, it's not him, that.
I change my signature every time.
Change your signature. Let's just start here then, because everyone's wondering about the Palace game.
Yeah.
And I've got to address something. On the vlog, RH got the rounds wrong. So before you start, Dawes, I know I got the rounds wrong, but you don't need to tell me. But let's talk about it. Crystal Palace, talk to us, set the scene, talk to us about the start of the game, and then we'll go into the game. We've got loads and loads of questions for you.
No, so the lads was pretty calm, to be fair, weren't they? I don't think there was any nerves. Like, we just trained the same we would as a normal game. Nothing really got brought up about it. We didn't do anything on them. Well, very little anyway. And no, it was just another game, to be honest. I think the lads obviously, we didn't really have, we weren't expected to win, but I think it was kind of a free hit. And yeah, obviously the lads have all turned up, done everything we normally do, and then, yeah, the madness happened.
Yeah.
The madness happened. But yeah, no, mad. It was a crazy.
What was it like again, D? Obviously, you was a huge part of the game, fantastic performance. The runner, Dawson calls you the runner.
Yeah.
But was you the same? You two, was the lads having conversations? I know we'll go on to, the toss-up when obviously a little bit of glimpse of doubt about the pitch and stuff like that. But are you lads talking in the dressing room thinking, hang on a minute, there's a real chance that we've got a chance here. These are not at it.
Like Dawes said, there was no pressures anyway. We were just enjoying the moment. Like the FA Cup coming to the changing room, like Jed's touching it, getting shouted at. Just being like we normally are, do you know what I mean? So we had no expectation, no pressure. And then at the start, before the game, we're just like, do you know what, lads? Let's just go for it. Like, what's to lose? Nothing. There's so much to gain, but nothing to lose. So then we didn't even know about, as we go on to the toss, and Dawson didn't mention anything about that in the changing room. Okay. So I think that helped us, to be fair. I seen it on social media after when he said, Mark Gay said he doesn't fancy it, but we didn't get told about that.
So, Dawes, talk to us about that then.
So, the two captains and either the manager or the assistant manager meet up with the referee before a game.
Sorry, before this though, Dawes has these special flip-flops.
Are they the ones he had on in the bar?
Yeah, he has the fish flip-flops. No, these flip-flops, yeah. He normally wears them to go and meet the ref and meet their captain, and he puts them on every time.
So I have just normal Adidas flip-flops that I go in the shower with, and then I've got some fish flops. I'll get you a picture.
Yeah.
I've got some fish flops, and I always go and meet the referee and obviously the other manager and captain with these fish flops on. Obviously, it's just one of them, innit?
Did you do it?
Of course I did.
Yeah, you met them. Yeah. So I'm gonna go out in ears like you did it.
Mark Gay's face when he looks at the flip-flops.
Well, he looked as well. He looked and Betty thought, "What an idiot! What an idiot! What have we come up against here?" I won't mind. We sat there. Just before we went in to meet the ref. We have a power cut.
Yeah, we do.
Wow.
The
ground's dark.
So I'm walking about thinking, what's going on here?
Biggest day, one of the biggest days in the power cut.
I've walked past their change room. They're all stood there, the big jackets on, all stood in the middle that.
What's going on?
Pitch black. I'm thinking, this is funny. Next minute, Jedda's ran in. I'll sort it. He just jumped off his tractor, come in, just flicked a button, it all come back on. But yeah, no. So I've got some just normal Adidas. They just in the shower, blah. And then I've got some fish flops that I go and meet the ref and the other captain and manager with. Anyway, the boys are going, you weren't there, you're playing Prem team, you got to meet Mark Gay, I said, of course I will. I said, I'm not changing, I'm superstitious anyway, mate.
Yeah.
I'm superstitious with all that. So yeah, I've walked in and I remember him looking down and I just I kept a straight face and just Like, I'm just stood there, I'm like...
Trying to be safe.
In the zone.
And then, like, obviously there's, like, cameramen behind, and then one of them's seen it, and he's, like, put his camera up like that, and he's, like, trying to get, like, a picture of Matt Gee and my fish flop. So I'm thinking... so I'm, like, stood there just, like, straight face. And then, like, the ref was, like, looking through the team sheets, making sure everything right, and Franny Jeffers, our assistant, goes... he was like, oh, pitch all right for you? And he went, nah, not me, that. And he looked at me, and I went, whoa, whoa. But he had his full tracksuit on, big coat, and he was like all zipped up, and he was like snug, and I thought, they actually don't fancy it. Obviously, like, mentality is a massive thing in football.
Yeah, of course.
So then, like, if someone's coming to a game like that, that automatically gives you that little bit more. And then, so like, Franny's like, I mean, he was like, they don't fancy it. Like, we're walking back to the changing room. And I just went, and obviously I've got back in and we spoke to the gaffer, me and Fran, and I was like, so then I've gone round, obviously, like, there's a few lads doing their own bits, and I'm like, boys, told him what he said. Obviously, D didn't hear it.
Yeah,
he don't listen anyway.
Probably won't listen.
Doesn't listen.
Not anything he says, I'm not listening to anyway. He's wearing fish flops. If I'm listening to someone who's wearing fish flops.
Nah, so obviously I've gone back in and I've told the lads, and I'm like, nah, boys, it's actually here for us here. Like, it actually is. Like, let's just go enjoy ourselves and let's go for it.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've gone out for the warm up, done all that, and then come back in, and then obviously when we've gone out, and then they're all like, I don't know, they were just like, they seemed like very timid, very quiet, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like
I was watching the warm ups, you know, because Dawson D producing for the RH and the morethanamatch team, pitch side access and that. RH's gingerhead on the pitch. I was watching the warm ups, and it was very tactical, even from your goalkeepers as well, like little things like, you know, when they take the goal kicks and they clip them, one keeper was there and the other keeper was there, and he was clipping them, and he was, I don't know whether he was meaning to, but he was miss-hitting them, and he was interrupting their warm-up, their possession drills, so they've got the backs up straight away. And it's like, you know, when you're warming up, your warm-up, you're used to that pitch where everything was zipping in. With them, everything was like bobbling. I'm like, this is not right.
I think that
was just when
well.
Max is kicking that.
Yeah, it wasn't anything tactical. Definitely not.
Sorry, Max, it wasn't me, mate. It wasn't me.
But I think we knew that as well going into the game. Like, that pitch is going to help us massively because we know the pitch, and we know, like, it's anything that goes in behind, it just sits up. It doesn't like bounce and bounce. It sits up. But it was like wet as well, so it was perfect for like us as well.
It was frosty in the corners, and I even said, like, with you lads, your warm ups, you got rid of it in that half. They was leaving that right hand side. It was literally frosty, and I'm thinking, if I'm that left back, I'm doing some quick feet on that and trying to stop falling out, because it's a problem, innit?
To be honest, like, I can't remember who it was. I think it would be with BBC after the game, and they was like, do you think the pitch played a massive part? And yeah, it does, because obviously it's a 4G, they're not used to it. But they'll tell you, like, when it's zippy, it moves better than grass. Do you know what I mean? The ball moves actually better than grass. So then when it's obviously with a bit of ice and a bit of frost on it, obviously when that's all thawed out, the ball moves so well. Like, and they just didn't, like, I just don't think they
created anything.
They moved the ball well across the back, and they kept it there, but then they just didn't, I don't know.
So, again, and you both have said it about, like, they didn't fancy it and stuff like that, but I don't think you should take anything away from what you lads achieved that game.
I think it all started from him, though, the start.
100%.
Dawson's header, like, that going up collision, blood in his eye now, it's like, right.
Bandage round his head and that.
We're going to war now, innit?
Yeah.
Like, fucking hell, Daws.
I love it.
Well, obviously Sam does it all the time, puts it in the corner, and he just let it bounce, but it's bounced right in front of him, and I thought,
it's perfect for you.
You're in for it. I thought, I'm just going to head through him. And I thought, that's straight away, I thought, my eyes just lit up. Obviously, I've got a massive head anyway, so it's not going to hurt me. And I've just gone bang. And then obviously I've touched my head, and I thought...
I was like, Daws, your head? He was like, what? I was like, he's like...
So I've touched my head a bit, and I thought, blood. So I just, like, tried wiping it into my hair. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't have to go off. And then obviously the throw-ins come in, I've took the touch, got it back, and then I've put it through his legs. Should have been a corner. I wasn't happy with that ref, by the way.
His legs?
Don't know. Can't remember. Too many times.
Fishing. He's fishing with the flip-flops on.
And then, so I've like ran to the ref, like, nah, that's a corner, like, that's first mistake already, like, come on.
Yeah.
And he's gone, what's that? And I've turned, like, you see it on I've watched all the game back, and you see it, and I go, what? And I like look behind me, and he's like, and then like obviously it comes to me, and I've just got like blood
dripping out your face.
So obviously, like, I've come off the pitch, but I'm like walking slow. I'm like, Marissa's our physio. I went, Marissa, like, quick, like, get your stuff ready, like, as soon as I come off. Yeah. So I've gone off, and she's like put loads of like Vaseline or something like that on it, and then obviously I think I had to stay off 30 seconds. Yeah. So we're both off, and then obviously we've gone back on. Literally, I think it was like a couple of minutes later, it's just come down again. So I said to the ref, I said, I need to sit down then. I'm not going off. Yeah. So I like sat down. Obviously, I think someone ran over to the gaffer, whatever, and I said to Marissa as I was walking off, I said, like, get the bandage and everything ready. Yeah. Obviously, it made sense just to like strap it up and like stop the blood. So obviously, like I'm like me and Moon's like, come on, Marissa, come on, like that. Like,
it's hard, and it's in the moment,
like,
isn't it?
Obviously, she's rushing, then it's like, she's probably going a bit slower than she would if she just took her time and did it.
Pressure, isn't it?
Obviously, I was like, me and Moon's like, come on. And then I think it did. I think it just
set the tone.
It did set the tone.
Yeah.
It did.
You know, it's so funny. Like, it's like an iconic moment, that free kick, and then you just see Sam like doing your thing, and then it's like, right, straight after that.
It's a clip, innit? Like, where again you're very close with Sam as well. Like the fact that he's doing that, and then it comes in, and
it's
then,
him
and
that's doing it. Do you know what I mean?
It's just like everything's like written. But before that, there was a few moments, like you said, you went up for the header, the bandage happened, but there was one where he got fouled, and then you literally like come in, and you hear it. I'm like, oh my god, someone's ankle's on the floor.
Well, yeah, well, I seen obviously the guy was like gripping him up anyway.
Yeah.
And he's come through the back of him, but someone's come in the front as well. Yeah. And the ball was just hanging about, and as the whistle's gone, I thought, I can get away with one here. So I've just tried like giving him a bit.
And there was one where, right in front of where we were standing, where you was forcing him to the sideline, and literally you push him. Yeah. And he comes flying into the board, and I'm thinking, if I'm them, my head's all over the place.
You can. That's what you have to do. Though. You have to make it ugly from the start, because they want pretty football, but we didn't. Like, as a team, we didn't give them a minute. They again, Premier League, especially the defenders, they like time, don't they? Where they can break the lines and play. Like you with the press, starting off the press, you coming in behind. Everyone, I said it on the vlog, everyone was like a good 8, 9, 10 out of 10. Everyone was at it, wasn't they? But I think that's what you need to be. Like,
like I said, they played a few young lads. Mm-hmm. I think they had like 3 or 4 teenagers or whatever they was, or young lads anyway. And it was 55.
He was 16, wasn't he? Was he under 16? Was he a 16-year-old?
No. I think it was the Irish guy, Devaney, is it, or something like that? Okay. He's give it the back heel. I've watched the highlights back, and he's give it the back heel, and I've just gone, from like giving one. Obviously, it's one of them. You're not going to get booked for it, and you can just like.
Do you think again with that team? I know they had some good players out. Do you reckon they underestimated you guys massively or not?
Yeah, definitely. Because obviously, like I say, they was holders. They would want to then go and do well again. They hadn't won in 8 games. Yeah. And then obviously I know some lad who I spoke to before the game, and he was like, Adam Wharton, he's on 45 minutes.
Okay. Manage minutes.
There's a few people on minutes. Yeah. So I'm thinking, all right, sound like
they're trying to get a job done in this.
Yeah. I'm thinking like you get to play against some good players for 45 minutes. You know, like obviously you get the young lads are good as well, but you get to play against like your Adam Wharton, your Gays, like stuff like that who.
That's what you want.
Well, Gaze just moved to Manchester City for 20-30 million. Davani had him in his back pocket literally 2 weeks earlier. Hey, clip that one up then, Matt Gay. Get that on socials.
That whole game was just a madness. So, Dawes, from that header, and that going in, what was that feeling, bro? Because I felt like I scored when you scored. I was like, oh my god.
Honestly, I can't tell you. Like, I don't remember my celebration. I don't remember scoring. I don't remember any of it. Like, I hardly remember any of the game. I think I was just so zoned into the moment. But I say that, but then I'm running around laughing. Yeah. Like, running around laughing, just like having the crap with them. Yeah. Trying to have the crap with them, they're just like... Yeah. Like, one of the lads said to Mark, he went, oh, you can smile, you know. He went, don't smile on match days. And I'm thinking, lads, come on. Yeah, no. You're playing against a bunch of fatties. You know what I mean?
Again, though, I think that just shows, on the flip side, I know what you're saying, you're against the Premier League side, so you want to have fun with it. But for them, like, it's a mentality thing, isn't it? If they get beaten, in that moment, like, what reputation, like, he had to go over to the fans to apologise and stuff like that. Like, so you got to look at it from from his perspective. But the goal going in, the celebration, absolute scenes. We'll talk about the club and the fans on the day. It was absolutely fantastic. Every time I've been there, they've been fantastic. But what does it mean to Macclesfield as a football club? Rob, the owner, John Rooney, the manager, the staff. It must, for you lads to give them that moment, must have been amazing for you.
Yeah, 100%. The club, obviously I'm really close to the club anyway now. I've moved down, been here 2.5 years, the captain of the club. So yeah, I'm like, it means massive to me as well.
Yeah.
Obviously Rob, he bought it on a bender. He obviously took the...
Something you'd do that.
If he had the money, dude. Let me some of yours and I'll do it. Nah, if obviously with Rob, there was no club. He's bought the club, he's put his own money in.
Yeah.
And for now, for us, as a team, as a squad, as a club, to give him that back,
Yes.
it's like, I don't know, it means more to us than anyone would ever know, because obviously Rob does everything for us anyway. Like, I've been at clubs, lower leagues than Mac, and I've never even spoke to the chairman.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay,
like,
yeah.
But you'd think the further you go down,
More personal.
yeah, do you know what I mean? But no, like, I've never been at a club like Mac. Like, you speak to the owners, you speak to the chairman, you speak to the board, you speak to the office staff, you speak to the volunteer, you speak to
community
them all. Every
together.
time you go in the club, it's like a community. It's like, it is, honestly, it is like a family, isn't it, D? It's like, it's
special.
It is really special.
And like he said, like, to give back that day it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And hopefully now we can do it with Brentford.
I think I know you quite well now, to be honest. Dee knows you extremely well. From an observation on the pitch, you like to talk. Yeah? Please give more than a match viewers some insight from what Dawson was saying.
Honestly, anyone that's played against Dawson would just say he's a dick. That's what they'll say. He's the worst player to play against because he doesn't shut up. He doesn't shut up. Even
talk.
we're on his team and he doesn't shut up.
I love that.
I do it all the time, like, but I'm either screaming at the referee or chatting shit to the other team.
Yeah. There's no other two.
It's like,
that's it.
But that's me though. I just like, with me, I'm there to have fun as well.
Yeah.
It is my job, so I take it very seriously.
Yeah.
But like, I'm there to have fun. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just like,
I love that.
Who did we play the other night? D started laughing his head off. Who was it?
Right, no, it was
Oxford.
Oxford. It was
Oxford.
Yeah.
And one of their wingers just giving me it, and I'm just like, mate, like, you've got teeth like burnt down fences. I'm just giving him all sorts.
Everything. Oh, wow.
And then the centre half shouted something. And I went, so I'm like giving it, just let him have it every time he's on the ball. Anyway, he's gone and like stepped in tried it in a diagonal. He's absolutely nailed it like to our keeper. And I was like, I said, great strike, lad. I said, you're fucking crap. And I'm giving him all sorts.
Yeah, but then I've got to deal with it.
Yeah.
Because they're asking me, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? I'm like, I'm not even doing anything. I'm just playing it. It's him.
I skip it.
I just run him out. Obviously, I get loads of shit off opposition fans all the time because of what I am and what I do.
Player,
So I'm like, every time like we score, you'll always see like a picture, and like if we score at their fans, like everyone will be celebrating there. There's a picture from the Palace celebration, and I'm just looking at the fans like at me, and I just start laughing.
Yeah, you love it.
And they're like, you fat bastard, giving me all that, and I'm just lifting top up like, giving it that one. I just like I say, I just run around.
That's just him, though, isn't it? Like you have like he's no different on the pitch than he is like. Of course, he is different, but I mean like as we know him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So
we just laugh because it's so funny.
Because you know his personality.
The Crystal Palace game, like the game's going on and it was stop, and you can say Dawes, just chipping at people.
There's like when the game stopped. I can't remember what it was for now, and everyone's over with a gaffer, and I seen Brandon Lee, our left back, who's done his ACL. I seen him, and he was like laughing at me. I'm going, just giving it all that, and I'm just like, just like stupid things, and I'm just like, I just have a laugh with it.
He's like,
but then you'd probably say like, usually you say like, oh, if you're on his team, you like him.
Yeah,
if you're not
but
on
that's
his team,
good that you don't like you. Yeah.
But then most of these probably don't like me as well.
No, that's my skipper right there. That's my skipper. But anyway, don't avoid the question. What I'm trying to ask you, was you talking against Crystal Palace? Who got the Dawson trash talk? Give us some stories.
Yeah, of
Look at his smile on his face. He's ready. Come on, let rip.
Of course I was. Nah, so obviously I was giving it all sorts. I can't remember everything. Will Hughes, he got a bit when he come on.
Okay.
I was just telling him how fat I was and don't get beat by a big fatty and just stuff like that. And then obviously Adam Wharton in the first half. I had a little few bits with him. And then I think it was like 5 minutes into the second half and he passed one out of play and I went, I was like, Tuchel won't be happy. And I'm giving it that one. And I can't remember what it was. And I can't remember what I said. Something like, I said, I hope Tuchel's not watching this because I'll be going World Cup instead. I just stuff like that, obviously. And I'm just, it's
class that though. It's so funny that I love it, me, because like it as a player, like to hear that you have to laugh. Do you know what I mean? Even if you're on the opposite team, you're like, oh, shut up, like
in the moment you want to rip it.
But you don't understand how much it impacts that player on the other team because it actually like you're thinking, oh. Like if I do something now, he's on me again. He's on me again.
I just get onto everyone like soon. But then when people get onto me, I probably shouldn't say this on here, but when people get onto me, it does the same to me. I'm like, you're getting it next. The thing is with me, I don't move very well. I run around.
You did that day,
mowing
mate.
everyone down. But I mean, if someone runs past me, I'm turning like a coach, aren't I? So I just say, if I'm like, I've obviously filled in at fullback a few times. So like, if I'm against a quick one, I'm just like, listen, honestly, run past me and you go in the stand.
Yeah.
And I'm just
let them know early, innit?
And then they'll like knock it past me and I'll just have to foul them and say, next one, like I'm gonna have to give you a belt. You know what I mean?
On that one there, when obviously to the Palace stuff, when you're talking to them, like you said, D, it will get in their heads. Like now, like when they look back at it, you've got to respect it in a way, like because it's that mental warfare, innit? It's like trying to get over. Because no disrespect to you, Dawes, you've not got the ability that Adam Wharton's got. You know what I mean? On the day, you was unbelievable. He was fantastic.
Oh my God.
But like the Premier League players, you know what I mean? So you've got to find a way, and that's what you've done.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like you say, a lot of it is mentality. And then obviously if I'm getting onto him and like everything he does, but the thing is that I found out a lot. I feel like I brought the ball down on my chest so many times in the middle of the park, and I'm thinking, where's everyone at? Like, why are they not pressing me? You know what I mean? I'm used to like people just absolutely levering me. As soon as I touch that ball, I'm getting it. Yeah. You know, like in National League North, and like I was like bringing the ball down. I was like, I had like 5 seconds, like sometimes 5 seconds, and I'm like, I can pick a pass wherever I want to play now. If I want to turn out, I'll turn out. If I want to play that,
you can.
And it's like, why are they not pressing me?
Yeah.
But then you actually watch that on the TV, and you're like, obviously it's the standards a joke, like the way they move the ball, the way they control everything they do with it.
Technically, they're
but
brilliant, aren't they?
like, I don't know, like you obviously you look at it and you think, oh yeah, Prem players get more time than you. And it is true, like when we played them, and it was like, whoa.
Just to get at the higher level, though, it's like a game of chess, isn't it? It's like break us down.
Because
like,
once you move
off, keeping your shape.
if you do that wrong press or anything, it's bubble.
Yeah, you pop
goal. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And they did it a few times, to be fair. They moved the ball out. When the 10s dropped in, got on the ball and played like first time around the corner and popped back in, we was like, whoa. Yeah. You know, we didn't really know what to do.
They didn't really have any like clear cut chances. There was one where the striker swiveled and hit it wide with his left leg. That was the only one, really.
One. And then he had one in the first. He had that one where.
Oh yeah, the header as well in the first half
that he missed. Yeah, but then the striker hit one. He'd like turned on the edge of our box and like hit one out of nowhere from under his feet, and it just like went over the bar. But like. I think Max made one save, and that was a half volley off Adam Wharton,
and then that was it really.
I didn't track my runner.
But you got man of the match. That was honestly, he was a joke, wasn't he? Right?
He was fantastic. I'm going to ask you a question.
That was a proper captain performance. That
it was. Set the tone, brilliant, all over. I think you got the man of the match, well deserved. I'll ask you a question now, and this is your time to clear things up if anyone's got any doubts about this. Do you feel like you're, as a player, very misunderstood in terms of your technical ability? Or do you feel like you just, because people might look at Dawson and think, right, you just run around and you just try and get in people's heads and be that destroyer. Do you think not a lot of people talk about your technical side of the game? Because that day, like technically on the ball, your distribution and everything was extremely good.
Yeah, like obviously I feel like I'm technically quite good. I think probably I don't know how to explain this. Probably like I think me getting on at the ref and like, I think when I was younger, I got too high on the highs, too lows in the lows. Do you know what I mean? Now I'm a bit more level-headed. So like when I was obviously at your Bama Bridge, and to be fair, I used to have like a free roll. So I used to play like, just go anywhere, run about everywhere. I was a lot thinner than I was now, like. But yeah, I used to score like 13, 14, 15 goals every season.
Yeah.
And yeah, like a few teams, I've obviously spoke to a few teams who was higher up when they was watching me there. And they was like, oh, like if you want on at the ref, like if you want this, you want that, don't know, would take you in. But obviously with me, like I probably get 10 yellow cards a season.
Yeah.
I probably get 10, and sometimes a red card, because I used to go around. I used to slow myself down in tackles just to smash someone. Do you know what I mean? It's like, why? Just win the ball and play.
Yo, you like that thrill in it? Do you know what I mean? Of like
honestly,
cleaning.
sometimes I'd like that header for 6 seconds.
Eyes lit up.
Yeah. Honestly, like I'm just like, I jumped up and I'm like, yeah, straight away. And I celebrate it sometimes more than a goal.
Yeah.
No, like a big tackle, or like if one of the lads, like, we're quite soft, our team. These are all, none of them tackle.
You do it because we don't get a chance. You just clean everyone out. Give the chance.
So obviously, when someone does it, I'm like jumping. I'm like, yeah. I love it. So if one of these boys put a big tackle in, I absolutely love it.
But like you said there, like you can spray a pass and you can like that. Your diags are a joke, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like you are technically good. Like your range of passing is good. Like you got a good set piece in you as well. So like
and the free kicks, yeah.
Like.
Well,
sometimes it is overshadowed.
On Tuesday night and it wasn't great. Was it Tuesday? Who did we play? Oh,
no,
no, Oxford Saturday.
It was alright. It was just a bit like.
Was that the one that went over?
Yeah,
seeing that one.
But like you said, you could get overshadowed because your aggression and obviously you're talking on the pitch, but it's not that you're not technical, or do you know what I mean?
No, I think like you said there, I think it does get overshadowed probably a little bit for my aggression and for like with me, if I didn't get on, like I know myself, right? If I'm just going on and on and on at the ref, I'm nowhere near as good as if I'm just talking to the ref.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know that. But some days I'll turn up and I'm like, obviously, like, first thing will go wrong and then that'll be it. Like against Oxford the other day, like, I was just on to the ref and he's like, Dawes, carry on, you're going in the book. And I'm like, do it then. You know, like, stuff like that. And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Concentrate on your game.
But that's also heat of the moment, isn't it? Like, it's adrenaline's going, you're like, do you know what, just do it then, go on, do it. And then when he does it, you're like, shit, he's done it.
you know, at the end of the game, when the pitch invasion happened, it was absolutely scenes, the Macclesfield fans on the pitch. What an occasion for the club. What's going through your mind then when you're getting hoisted up? It's like you won the World Cup.
I'm thinking, put me down because I'm getting cramp. I'm thinking, put me down because I'm getting cramp. No, honestly, it was like we relived the promotion. Don't know where, like, pitch invasion, people are on the pitch. Obviously, I'm seeing my boys, like, they've run on the pitch.
Holly.
Oh,
obviously, I didn't see my daughter until like the rope was out, so obviously I went and seen her. Like, but no, it was unbelievable. Like the celebration. Obviously, the fans are mega week in, week out anyway. But then, like when they get there in the numbers, even like last night, I played Woking last night, and
174.
It's like 174.
Woking away.
Like, obviously, like they probably knew like
midweeker as well.
We was gonna make a lot of changes anyway. So for 174 of them,
shows how dedicated they are, innit?
It was nearly 4 hours.
Yeah,
it was like 4.5 hours for us. We didn't. I got home at 3 this morning, so it's like it's a long day. You know what I mean? Like there's lads like Fenners. He got home at 3:15 this morning. He was back in work at 5 o'clock.
Fair play. Honestly, it's unbelievable.
There's no sleep.
Yeah. People don't realise though, do they? Like
that's what I mean. Like our game against Brentford in 3 weeks.
Monday night.
That's on a Monday night because they've got a Thursday night game. But then we've had to change a Saturday game and our Tuesday game just to accommodate for them.
And it's going to be a backlog for you because you've got to catch up on the fixtures.
Well, yeah, I was saying it the other day. I think we've got one Tuesday till the end of the season now, 3. That's it.
Wow.
So if we get any more games called off, we're playing Saturday,
mad.
Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. It's like...
You know, you mentioned about your daughter there and the family. How proud must, obviously... your family have been in that moment, seeing you score and that performance. Like, talk to us about that. What's the reaction been off from the family, friends?
Yeah, it's been really nice, to be fair. It's been overwhelming. My mum sent me. My mum doesn't really come and watch and she gets to. She's like, oh, that's my son. He's kicking my son and all stuff like that. And I'm like, So I just say, you just watch it on there, you stay away, you're all right where you are. But no, she messaged me, I think it was about 14 times during the game. And I'm thinking, chill out, you.
That's great. No, it's great that.
Chill out, you. But yeah, no, I had a lot of messages, family, friends, people I don't know, obviously people that, just like people I used to associate with and I don't now. Work friends from when I used to work on the motorway, stuff like that, and it's like it's mad. Like even like one of my mates, he's in Australia at the minute, and he sent me a video last week. He said, honestly, I'm in the middle of nowhere, and he goes, your face has just come up on the TV.
Amazing.
It's like, what's going on? But yeah, it was a really nice 2 weeks. 2 weeks of hecticness, shall we say?
No, of course. Like at the end as well, when it was like a media frenzy, everyone wanted a piece of you. He said, "Save the best till last." With more than a match, always got time.
Do you know, that's what one thing about Love That Doors, like BBC, TNT's there,
brilliant.
And he sees RH. He's like, "Come here, you." Everyone's asking for interviews. He's like, "Wait, come here, you."
He did. You know what? It's very important to highlight that because again, you've always had time, even on the first game of the season. Anything that we needed. We really appreciate that. But like you said, he was absolutely a man in demand. Talk about that moment because that's probably never happened to you before. You stood alongside Wayne Rooney, obviously brothers John, your gaffer. What's that like? You've grown up watching these guys and they're analysing your game and Wayne Rooney saying you was the best player on the pitch.
Yeah, I don't really know, Like obviously, I didn't really, when obviously I've gone over and I've shook his hand, shook Glenn Murray's hand, Moon's hand, and I'm like, what's going on here? Like, I didn't even think about it at the time. Obviously, I've just thought, just get the interview done. Like, obviously, there was like 6-7 different people. Like, I need you for this, need you for that. So I was like, I just went in, got it done, and then got away. I didn't I didn't even bat an eyelid. Weirdly, and then I've had like 10 messages, 15 messages. Like, you do realise you've literally shook Wayne Rooney's hand. And I just stood next to him like. He's no one. And that's no disrespect. Like I didn't mean it in that way, obviously. I was just like so in the moment that it was like, whoa. And now I look back and I think, I stood next to Wayne Rooney, do you know what I mean? Like one, if not the best England player to live.
I think that's just, like you said, that it's in the moment and what you've achieved there, your emotions are all over the place. I think it was very touching, obviously, his brother's achieved, obviously, what he's achieved with you, and then words, he was upset, wasn't he? He was upset and stuff like that, but I looked at that and I thought, you're doing all these interviews, someone who's arguably been the best player that England have ever produced, saying what he said about you, that must have been like amazing for you to look back on. You've got that forever now.
Yeah, exactly. What I mean? Like that's one for like the grandkids. Do you know what I mean? Like look at your granddad here next to the Wayne Rooney. Look at your granddad there.
Didn't even acknowledge Wayne.
No, it will be. And like I said, I've watched the game back full. I've listened to what they said, and like it was mad because it was quite a lot of it was Dawson this, Dawson that, obviously because I was quite involved in the game, and then obviously I don't know who the commentator was, but in the 14th minute he goes, "Oh, is it too early to give man at match?" and all that, and that was like massive for me. Obviously, like when I look at my game, I don't really think, "Oh, you did well." I've watched it and I thought I was all right, but then I thought like I've had well better games than that this year. Do you know what I mean?
He's lying. He's changing. Like, I'm a joke.
Is he asking?
I tell him
for more praise.
Come in. He's like, I'll do all your jobs.
Well, I will. I've been centre half all year and I score more goals than D.
I'll do your jobs. Then he comes in. He's like, you're crap. I'll do it. Like that would have mattered a match.
I'll just do everyone's job.
Let the runners run, mate. Let the runners run.
We just laugh our head off when you go. Because do you know what? Yeah,
I'm on pens as well, by the way.
It's the worst. He's the worst person. Yeah. Not like
I know what you're gonna say.
Go on.
He's the worst person to score because you don't hear out because I go on.
Oh my god! Weeks. And it's such a massive occasion, yeah. And he's just gone forever. We've been training, yeah. And then like someone will do something, or we'll do something.
I'll tell you who it was. It was Lacey. Lacey was giving me it. And I went, Lacey, I scored against Palace. Don't speak to me like that.
He's like, what do you even say to that? Do you know what I mean? He's like, all right, Dawes, fair enough.
He's fishing again, isn't he? He wants another RH compliment.
No, it's class though, man. It is class.
No, it's amazing. You can't take anything away. I thought you was brilliant, but the lads, you will get the plaudits for your performance, the man of the match award, the goal, but every single one of the lads
100%.
as a collective, and even the management, the way they got the shape right and the organisation, it was brilliant.
Yeah, and that's what I did come out and said in every interview I've had, to be honest. Obviously, it's never one person. It's always a team, and especially when we played how we did. Obviously, we sat in a like mid-block quite a lot of the game. Obviously, they just moved it, but that's one person can't sit in a mid-block and defend everything, can they? You know what I mean? Unless you can't take, he does everything. But no, like you say, obviously from D up top, like putting the pressure on, like every little mistake they made, he was onto him.
Yeah, he was.
No, and then,
because if I didn't,
I've got shouted.
Lazy. Right.
So then, even to like Duffs and Isaac, who were like out and out wingers, and they're
the defensive work,
to come in like mark the wing backs.
Said that to Isaac and highlight Duffy as well. Like the work that they put in off the ball, was amazing.
With Isaac, I thought like first half he didn't really do anything going forward, but it's such an unselfish performance from him because he was so good second half. Yeah. He was so good first half defensively, but then first half he showed us what he could do, and it was like
second half.
He showed us what he could do, and it was like that was one of his best performances I've seen from him, just from like his work rate. And like obviously at Curzon, when he was at Curzon, I don't think he had to do the defensive work as much. Yeah. So he'd probably got more goals and more assists because he just like kind of cheated and stayed up a little bit. Was with us obviously against Palace the other week, he had to do that, and I just think he's shown like a different part of his game and it was so good.
Yeah, you have to like football's about doing both sides, isn't it? Like the ugly sides and the good sides.
Definitely.
Like they say, like it's wood in both boxes, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So it was
this guy here, Pep here.
Hey, who says that?
Hey,
it's wood in both boxes.
The gaffer.
Every week.
Let's talk about the gaffer for a minute. That transition between player and manager, it's not easy, is it? Like, so you've played with him last year and you've got a perspective as a player. I know we've talked about it before about his demands. He was always very demanding and perfection. Like, what's it been like for you players seeing him in a different sort of light in terms of he's a gaffer now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Like, he's made the transition look so easy, hasn't he? Like, stupid. Like, like the first year I was at the club, he was at the club. He was a nightmare to play with, and he'll tell you that. Yeah, he was a nightmare. Like,
but he says that, doesn't he?
Me and him used to like go at it.
What standards wise?
Like, like if you made a mistake, anything he'd be on to it. And
just like you are now, basically.
Just like me, I'm a nightmare.
Bit worse, though, I think.
Nah, he was worse than me. Well worse.
Was it?
Yeah, well worse, wasn't he? So like he was
bad. You know what used to make me laugh?
Okay, we don't want to say nothing.
Do you know what
I want to play against Brentford. Do you know
what I mean? Used to make me laugh? Like last year, you're like, say like, if he would have shot, and it wasn't on, he would like put his hand up, like say sorry, but then say if someone else done it. What are you doing? Lad, what are you doing, lad?
To be fair, like the year before, it was bad. Last year, he was so much better, and what a player! Like last year,
I liked him.
And the year before, he was a good player, but like last year, he was like, because we've got quite a young dressing room anyway. He was like, he wasn't really on to lads as much, and he was just like, just helping everyone. Yeah, and he was like a massive part of our playing squad last year. So then, obviously, with us losing him as a player to be the gaffer, it was like, whoa, like,
big loss.
We need someone to be that and dictate play like he did. And honestly, like, he's made the transition look so easy. Like he might have obviously done a few things wrong that he might think in his head, but like I think like as the season's gone on, he's just got better and better.
Yeah. It's part of learning though for him as well, and he's going to make mistakes.
But he did he did do coaching and managing. Obviously at Everton, didn't he?
Yeah.
So obviously I know it's a lot different to like doing first team, but it's obviously still experience. So it's not like he's not like not done anything. Yeah. So he's still learning now, and obviously we're still getting to know like his ways, not his ways, but like he's very demanding, as Dawes says. So
it's good.
It's good, man. He's done well, like Dawes said.
No, he has. And like I say, obviously he's had a lot of bumps in the road, should we say, with obviously losing Ethan.
Yeah.
And he took that upon himself to tell every person individually. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that
it must have been a hard responsibility.
The respect the lads have for him anyway, But then when he, at 34, it was his birthday actually.
Yeah.
It was his birthday when he told everyone. He was 35. And obviously he took that upon himself to tell every single person himself. And I just thought like...
Personal
credit
touch
to
like that.
How with me, I'm very in touch with my emotions. So like, he rang me and I just burst out crying. I'm like, whoa, don't know, and it just hit me straight away. And probably most of the lads it did.
Yeah.
But like, and I could just hear it. Like he wanted to let it out. Yeah. And he just stayed strong through the whole conversation I had with him. Yeah. And he's like, right, Dawson, I'm gonna have to let you go. I'm gonna have to ring someone else. And I'm like, oh. And then I'm sat there and I'm thinking, how is he doing that?
So he's doing
because he's getting that same. He's probably getting that same. Like reaction off every single lad.
So he's emotionally picking up every.
Well, that's what I mean. He like we didn't get home till 6:15. I think he was a bit late at 6:30 or something. Yeah. And his kids was getting up at 7:15 or at 7:00, and so he stayed up and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna stay up. Obviously, open my presents that the kids have got me. Blah blah blah." So he's done that, and then he said, "I literally put my head on the pillow." He said, "Then I had a phone call saying what had happened." He said, so he'd literally not slept a wink, has he? No. And I was like, for him to like take that upon himself to tell every single person, to listen to probably 20 lads cry down the phone to him, 20 men cry down the phone to him, you think, like, fair play.
I think the tribute that the club did for Ethan's parents at the game was amazing. I think that deserves to be highlighted as well. And it was a massive part of what you guys were as a football club, as a team. And it's soul destroying, isn't it? For you lads and for the whole footballing community. I think the way the community have come together and celebrated his life is amazing. But for you lads, it must have been so difficult.
Yeah, and I think it's important. Like, it's shown how inspirational he was, because he was like, it wasn't just like our club. Everyone was showing appreciation. So it was a big loss like to the football community, and obviously it's horrible what happened. And I think how the club's managed it has been so amazing. Yeah,
it's difficult, but he's with you on that day, and he'll be with you for the rest of the season and beyond. He's part of the team. I hate to move it on that the Brentford stuff. Looking forward to that game. Like, again, prepare the same way and just give it a good go. What's your approach to that?
Yeah, 100%. Like I say, we've got nothing to lose. We're 6 leagues below, or whatever it is. Obviously, it was 117 places with Palace. What is it now? 120, 123. So we might as well break our own record. It is. It's just exactly that. We've kind of got a free hit. We won't take it as that, because we know we are actually capable of doing what we've done now. Yeah. So then we'll be going in with more confidence than we had at Palace. Yeah. You know, and we'll be like, we will be going there to win.
Does the Monday night suit you guys?
Coming here and we'll be winning.
Does the Monday night suit you guys, do you think?
Yeah. I think
Under the lights.
I think so.
At the leasing.com stadium. Astro.
I think so. Obviously, I think, especially if it's nice and cold still for them.
Bit frosty on the pitch.
Yeah, a little frost.
Yeah. If those goals up for that header, you know we've won the game.
Why don't you just start off with a bandage on your head rather than just getting one? Just, you know what I mean?
Just
do it.
Just get one on and say, oh, that's him. That's him. Don't go there.
Stay away from him. Well, if Sam puts one in and they let it bounce again, it'll be round 2, won't it? So, we'll see. But now, like you say, I think with like Palace and Brentford, they're not used to having so much of the ball in the Prem. Yeah. So when they do come to it, I think like sometimes like they're stuck for ideas. That's what I'm hoping for with Brentford. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they're
doing extremely well, aren't they?
Yeah. The top players, but they're probably used to the opposite side, what they're going to get against us. Yeah. So like they're going to be against like you Cities, whoever, Liverpool's, who keep the ball really well, and they're doing what we're going to have to do. They're going to have to sit in the low block. We're going to have to sit in the low block. Sorry. So hopefully,
and I think they won't. I think they'll just come all ammo.
They've got to
after obviously the upset. Do you know what I mean?
So they've got to learn.
They won't be taking any risks.
I think they've got to. Like, I don't think they can come in and drop your 4 best players.
Yeah. Keith Andrews will be looking at that Crystal Palace game thinking he's no chance.
I think it'd be a completely different game as well to the Crystal Palace game. I think they'll be a bit more direct.
You think?
Yeah.
Check that'll sort of play
Don't
into your
know.
hands, though, won't it?
I
With the big
hope
Sam and
so.
that.
I hope so.
I hope Dawson's like this now, thinking,
I hope
come
so.
on then.
My best foot's my head, so I'm in Wonderland.
Is that the gaffer say that? Did the gaffer say that to you? Or is that
So when the gaffer used to play, me and him used to say all the time, "Oh, my best foot's my head." Me and him, we used to have that joke. Yeah. And the week before Palace, he come up to me and he was like, "Dawes," he said, "I was just looking at your start pre-season. Something." He said, "You need to lose a stone." I was like, okay, gaff. Nice one for that. I think it was actually before a game.
Confidence booster.
Yeah, I think it was. I was thinking, but the thing is, I could take criticism. I know what I need to do.
Yeah.
So like the gaffer knows he can say whatever he wants to me. So yeah, he's and he just went, "You need to lose a stone." I went, "Right, sound." Anyway, he so when they asked me that on BBC, I was just like, yeah,
perfect opportunity.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd just exaggerate that a little bit more. He said I was 2 stone overweight, not 1. and then obviously that it just come out like my best foot's my head, because obviously me and him used to have that joke when he was a player. So yeah, it was funny. It was funny.
Class.
Talk about obviously your career, like you said, lower league sort of stuff, and then you come into the Macclesfield. What advice would you give to any like young player that is at a professional club? We talk about it all the time, like dropping into non-league, because we speak about it a lot, don't we? I think people think like they're going to go to non-league from a professional club and think, I deserve to play.
Yeah.
What's your advice
it's
to
easier.
them? Oh, it's easier.
It's easier. The lower you go, the easier it is.
Someone of you who's been there and done it, like what advice would you give to them players dropping into non-league?
Advice. So I would say, like the mentality, no matter who you're playing, or what you're playing, you've got to have the same mentality. So I think the higher you go, it's easier. So I was at Kendal. I started my adult playing career at Kendal. Well, I was a scholar at Morecambe.
Yeah.
I was there for 7 years from under 11s. That's when I started.
Okay.
Got a
So
weird
you started
story.
pretty
I got a
late,
weird story on that. I'll tell you in a minute. So I was a scholar, got released after scoring 18 from centre half.
Look at him there. Look at him throwing his goals.
Stat man there.
I'm just a goal scorer.
Yeah.
That's
Go
what I
on
am.
then, bagsman.
Centre half goal scorer. No, and then I went to Kendal. I was there for a year. I went to Bamber Bridge. Had a good season at Bamber Bridge, and I went home to Lancaster, signed for them. I think I was there for a year and a half. Then Bamber Bridge signed me again. Jamie Milligan, he was on to me every week.
Yeah.
Come on, come back.
He was a good player,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
so
Left
good.
leg.
So good.
Yeah. Wand of a left peg in.
He did. So I went back there, and I was speaking to Jimmy Holmes, the recruitment guy who was at Mac at the time. He's just come back now.
Yeah.
I was speaking to him the other night. I was watching the game against Crewe, where it was out under 21s, got beat 4-1 the other night, Friday night I think it was. And Jimmy was like, yeah, he said, I'll tell you why I signed you, because when I was at Bamber, we played Mac in, I think it was the FA Trophy or something like that, and they absolutely battered us. But I was going on a day session with Fenners day after. So I said to Fenners, I said, right, first round for everyone is on either me or you, whoever loses. Anyway, I think it's 3-0 at half time. I'm thinking,
Got by this round.
thinking, no way. I won't mind. So I'm playing against Neil Danzy, Duffy, and Luke Murphy. And I'm thinking, like, though obviously, honestly, I could not get near him. I could not get anywhere near him. So I don't know what Jimmy Holmes has seen or anything like that, but I speak to him the other night, and the ball's come across, I'm not joking, the scruffiest goal I've ever seen. It's like hit Fenners and gone in. Imagine how fuming I was. Fenners has just scored. I'm fuming, right? Anyway, the ball, it's 4-0 or something, and I'm thinking, I'm getting this ball. But they're like celebrating around the ball. So I've just barged my way through them all. Next minute, I've just gripped Fenners up, like gripped Trey. Look, I've just been up phone Trey actually. And I just went dash. I just dashed him. I thought, they're getting it here. I'm just going to smash someone.
Hulk.
So anyway, I've just tried smashing through these, got the ball. Obviously, I'm thinking, why am I getting the ball? It's only got to be 6 or 7 if I get it quicker. So anyway, I've got the ball, and Jimmy said, as I walk out, he said, as I walked out for the start of the game, he said, I've just gone and done a massive burp. He said, We fucking mooed him like that. So anyway, like obviously that's happened in the game. He said like as soon as that happened, I like noted it down, and then obviously in summer, like Sav rang me. It was a Sunday. He rang me at like 8 in the morning or something. I'm thinking, who's this? Like, I'm thinking, who's this? Like, obviously not got his number saved. Didn't answer. Rang him back like a couple of hours later, and then from then, he rang me like 10 times in the whole day, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm out with my daughter. I'm like, chill out, you. I said I'm out with my daughter. Like, so anyway, like he's saying, this is all we've got, and I'm thinking, I was working on the motorways at the time. I'm thinking, like, I'm on a good screw at the motorways. Like, I was a supervisor, so I was on good money. And I'm thinking, if I sign here, I'm losing £800 a week after tax. And I don't know why I did it. I don't know what I did. I don't regret it now.
Yeah.
I don't regret it now. But, like, yeah, just, like, I think it was because he was on to me so many times. And
showed
it was
that
like,
love. And
obviously, I knew how big of a club it was. Obviously, I knew Fenner's there. And, like, I'd seen, like, they got promoted twice. So I was thinking, yeah, like, I want a bit of that.
They're going
you know
up.
I mean?
Yeah,
Like, they're going places. And, like, for me to lose, like, £800 a week, it was like, I was like, whoa. So then, obviously, I had in my contract after 15 games, if I've been playing well, it would go up.
This guy, I knew there was something coming here.
Hey.
Don't miss a trick, this fella.
RH, did it go up?
Of course it did.
No, it didn't.
Oh, no.
It's one of them, we'll renegotiate. Yeah, we renegotiated nothing. So I was fuming.
Please tell me from then to now it's gone up, though.
Only a little bit.
Rob will be watching this. Come on.
If I had half of what D had,
He's on more than me. He's on more than me.
No chance. So from then, obviously, it was like, obviously the club is so good. Like, obviously, we got beat in the playoff final my first year. I got beat in the playoff final the year before that as well.
That was with Cleggy, right? Was it?
Yeah.
Well, what a guy he is, by the way. Great guy,
so
Cleggy.
Good.
Brilliant.
So good, Clegg.
My face loud.
No, seriously, Cleggy's a top guy. I like Cleggy.
I was on the phone to him yesterday. He is.
How much was the round?
What?
In the end?
Oh, I don't know. I think it was like 70 odd quid.
Chicken change to him. He's on the motorways, mate.
Yeah.
You're mad.
No.
Supervisor and that. He had his hat on, did he? Getting the pints and that.
Give me all oranges. Nah, it was. It was. To be honest, I probably should have paid for everyone's night after getting battered 5-1. But it was. Yeah, obviously I got beat in the playoff final that my first year. I got beat in the playoff final the year before with Bamber Bridge. Isaac scored actually the scruffiest goal you'll ever see. Honestly, we were playing Warrington Town at the time. Duffy were one side, Isaac the other, and I was playing like in the 10, just like running about, and I had quite a good game to be fair. And they got man sent off at 80th minute or something. I'm thinking, yes, here we go. We're going up here. We're going up. Giving it all that. They're pinned in. Next minute, like I think they had a long throw or something. Centre half won it. In fact, I think I won it. Headed it out, and I think it was Jay Harris. He's like scuffed one into the floor, and it's like bounced like 3 times. And as it's like, it's just like chucked his body, and it's like hit his knee and gone in. But it was like the scruffiest goal you'll ever see.
Don't count, no, don't.
And I was like,
oh
my God. And I used to hate Warrington. Like, who used to hate him? Because like I used to have like good battles with them. Like they used to like smash me all the time. Like they had a few players who used to want to hurt me, and I'd do the same. So I'd love it. Yeah. As soon as I played them, I was like, yes, like can't wait. Can't wait.
Battle. Yeah.
Hopefully get a big 50-50 and someone's getting walloped. Anyway, in fact, we played them that year. And one of the first minute of the game, one of the lads, honestly, I thought he snapped my leg. Like, he's come in, and I've like turned out. I've not checked my shoulder, turned out, and he's just gone bang.
Scan, did you, mate? That's what
honestly,
happens.
He's just done me. Sent off first minute. But then they're the sort of team that'll get a player sent off in the first minute and then went and beat us 1-0.
Go and win.
Bowen Dixon picked the ball up on his own 18, ran the whole full length of the pitch and slid it in, and you're like, they're just a horrible team to play. But yeah, so obviously going back to the playoff final with Mac, I think it was Mark Duffy started as the gaffer, then Alex Bruce came in, and then Cleggy came in because Alex Bruce went to Salford, and then obviously Cleggy's first day was we had Atherton Coles away.
His old
Do you remember?
Club.
You weren't there, was you? No. So it was his old club, and it's got to about 2:15 and it's pissing down, and we're like, this isn't on. Like, it's not on. Like, what we're doing? And I'm like, I think I did like a bit of running before the game. I can't remember what I was doing. Like, I think I was fitness test or something. And we've got back in. Obviously, my legs are filthy, like everything, just from running on it. It was like, but the pitch is like that anyway.
Yeah,
it's on a massive slant anyway, so it was awful. Ref's gone, I'm gonna have to call it off. So we're like, oh. So we've obviously got showered, got changed. And we're all in the bar.
Knew that was coming.
All in the bar. Clegg's first day, like, he's not took us for training, nothing. So anyway, we're like obviously giving it all. So I'm stood on chairs, just necking pints. Like, fans are just bringing more. I'm just necking. Honestly, I was steaming. I was absolutely steaming. And yeah, Cleggy's obviously, he was like, oh, what a first day. He's thinking like, oh, integrating with the fans, like all that. And then obviously, I don't know what had happened. Obviously, we'd end up going round Atherton, like just like steaming. Like, I don't know. I think I actually got punched that day.
Oh, for God's sake.
I don't know why. I think in fact, that day I bought 30 shots and it was like £110. And I'm thinking, I'm thinking,
how have we got into this? What's going on?
I'm thinking it's going to be cheap, this. No, it wasn't. Anyway, Cleggy.
It's all we haven't.
The next day, I think Sav's rang him.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he's
not
gone,
unprofessional.
Nah, like, it's not happening at this club kind of thing. So, but yeah, Cleggy's top guy.
More than a match here, educating like these sports stories, and he's on about getting shots with the fans. You know what I mean? He's talking about deflecting.
This is what happens, though. This is insight into the lower leagues.
Two more questions we've got for you, Doss. We appreciate you coming in. Plans for the future for you? I know you're still playing. I know you're still doing your thing. Would you see yourself going into coaching, to management, or like?
Or do you have aspirations of playing higher?
Yeah.
If you had the opportunity, would you?
Yes, I would go higher if I had the opportunity. Definitely, like any player would always tell you they want to go as high as they can.
Hopefully with Mac though.
Hopefully with Mac, yeah. Like, I love it at Mac. Like, I don't want to leave. Obviously, if someone come in, it was too hard to turn down, then obviously that would be the case. But yeah, obviously, I do a bit of coaching at Mac now, which I don't mind. Like, I take like the under 10s and under 11s 3 times, twice a week, under 11s for match days.
So you do the match days as well?
Yeah, I do Sunday morning.
Bit hard getting up for Sunday morning sometimes.
Fair play. I didn't realise that.
Is it?
I didn't realise that. That's class,
yeah.
That.
So I'll take them.
Imagine him managing a team.
No, passion.
But the thing is, though, that's what I'd want to do. I think I would want to be a manager in like adult leagues.
Yeah.
Open age, non-league.
Start non-league, try and build yourself.
Like manager sack fight with player. First day of the job.
Dawson's head bandaged.
I would like to go into that. I don't know what I'd do after. I don't know if I'd want to go into the coaching side. Not 100% yet. Obviously, I've
still got time now.
Still got time, loads of time.
I'm 27 now, just turned 27, so I've probably got about 3 years left in me. Hang the boots up.
When you lose that stone like the gaffer said, you'll be fine.
Best thoughts you had anyway, to be sweet.
I'm telling you. I feel about, honestly, after a game now, obviously I've got double hernia and I've got tendonitis in both my hips.
What hell? He's not
moving like that then, is it? He's not moving like that.
So
2 years max.
If I get to 30, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Hopefully I've got 6-7 more years playing at these levels. So hopefully that, and then I don't know, to be honest.
See what happens.
I might even go back into like the motorway side, the supervisor side, the groundwork side, because I don't mind that. Like, you go on site, you have the crack.
It's a bit like football, like the banter and that, innit?
It is like, obviously you're with them every day, like, and like it is. It's class. It is class. So yeah, but I don't know what I'd want to do.
D, send it home, mate. What's the last question on more than a match? Let's go.
Right, though. You ready? Look at him smiling.
Wonder if he gets this straight away.
He's nervous. He looks nervous.
If he's been watching, you should know what the last question is.
What has football taught you?
What has football taught me? Football's taught me never to get too high in the highs, never to get too lows in the lows. I think with football, there's a lot of people, like, you see, like, a lot of fans. I hear a lot of stories about Bury FC. Like, as soon as like something goes wrong or they draw a game, the fans are onto them, and I'm like, come on, like they won 6-0 last week. Like, do you know what I mean? And like with football, like it changes so quick. Things can happen so quick.
Yeah.
Like madness. Yeah. Like, so yeah, that's probably the advice I'd give, and that's what it's taught me. Like, never get too high, never get too low. But yeah, like even with like fans, stuff like that. Like, at the end of the day, we go out there, the lads who cross the white line, and we only go out there to do our best. Like well, I know I do anyway. I go out and give it whatever I've got every time I cross the white line. So, and that's what I think 95% of the lads will do.
Yeah.
So like, at the end of the day, we are human. We're gonna make mistakes. So yeah, just don't get too high, don't get too low. Just try and keep yourself as level-headed as you can, and yeah, and just give it your all every time you cross the pitch.
What a guy! What an episode!
Man. I
mate.
loved it. Rick.
Man of the moment, man of the match, Crystal Palace.
Always smiling.
Come on, mate. Skipper,
humble,
my
man.
skipper right there.
Yeah.
That's my skipper.
It's my skipper actually. Do you know?
Oh, sorry,
I don't
mate.
know him.
Why is he being like that now? It's because I'm not part of the Mat Boys. I thought I've done enough vlogs now to get part of the club. You know what I mean?
Nah, it's been a class episode.
Mate, thank you so much.
Dawes, man.
What do you need to do, D?
Like, subscribe, comment.
More than a match. Dawes, RHD.
Money.
Like and subscribe. Let's go.
Thank you.